Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another gorgeous day here at Laval Stadium, where we have some top 20 women's lacrosse action set for you right here on AmericaEast.tv. I am Cameron Boone. A little bit of a blow, but the Seawolves were able to come in transition to Mitchell, to Guido, to Murphy, to the net. They've hit 11 on Cage to 9 as here comes the break. Casey Mitchell, Courtney Murphy. Murphy ahead, Van Dyke, DeSalvo, across, O'Miller. As Marissa Davey passes goal line extended, Nolan in front, a quick stick for Peyton Van Kirk gets the Retrievers on the board. Kylie back to Casey, across to Guido. In front, Courtney Murphy. Icing on the cake. Burns hits a cutting Murphy. Why not?
And even before she caught that ball, I knew that it was going to go.
You knew it was going to be a goal.
You know it was going to be a goal.
Savitchev working. Flips it goal line extended. Back to Miser. She's going for three and got it. DeSalvo. In behind Taylor Ranful, and across to Murphy. Courtney looking for someone to pass to. Murphy gets in front. Courtney fires and beats Peacock for the 7.5-minute hat trick. Yavoli charging down in the middle of the field into the attacking third. Yavoli, no one stopped her yet, and they won't. Splitting the double there is Volpe. Jessica Volpe getting into the action. Pass ahead to the attacking third, DeSalvo. Sam DeSalvo charging in front. O'Miller, she scores!
Oh, my Miller. Wow.
DeSalvo. Seawolves trying to work here. Not finding a ton in the middle. They've had one opportunity. There's a good move by O'Miller. She gets in front, and the Seawolves draw first blood. To the top now, Schwale back to Dorian Van Dyke. Van Dyke charges down the left side. Same area, same result. O'Miller holding, splits. O'Miller, oh my goodness. As Murphy will get the assist. In comes DeSalvo to the near side, Kylie O'Miller. Cutting in front, DeSalvo! A little trickery makes it 9-0. Johns Hopkins has an advantage in the draw circle. They have an advantage on the scoreboard. We talked about it in the beginning. Johns Hopkins and Stony Brook, both very good teams in the draw circle. The team that can control that is going to control the game. Well, right now, Johns Hopkins has taken 2 of the 3 draw controls, and they have taken all 3 of the goals. Emily Kennel, Haley Schweitzer, and Danae DiMartino, the 3 goal scorers for the Blue Jays in Stony Brook. A little bit of a slow start here, and Joe Spallina didn't take the yelling approach. He didn't take the aggressive approach in that timeout. He was just kind of calming, very calming voice. And I was like, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. Very simple. And sometimes as an athlete, that aggravates you even more. You want to see your coach fired up. You want to see your coach upset. So now, see if that kind of translates to reverse psychology a little bit here. Will it work? And now a foul is going to be called on Carrie McCarthy on the draw. Kristen Yavoli had the initial control of it, but Danae DiMartino will put the ball back into play. So maybe you will see an angrier Stony Brook approach, especially on the defensive end of things. But right now, they've allowed 3 shots on the cage. Anna Tesserero hasn't been able to stop one yet. But to her defense, all 3 of them have really been point blank. The farthest one away was probably Danae DiMartino's, and she was about 4 or 5 yards away. So right now, the Seawolves need to keep Johns Hopkins out of the middle if at all possible. And get a turnover, get a save, get something where they can get out in transition and make their magic happen. Johns Hopkins knows that is how Stony Brook does it. They get out in transition, they play fast, and that's how they score their goals outside of a normal set attack. The only attack the Seawolves had, set-wise, was earlier. Kylie O'Miller sent a shot off the side of the post. Courtney Murphy had a free position shot blocked. So not a ton of offensive pressure so far for Johns Hopkins. Or for Stony Brook, excuse me. Johns Hopkins got 3 goals already with DiMartino holding it at the top and Alyssa Fleming guarding her there. To the far side, Schweitzer guarded by DeSalvo, and it's going to come to the near side, Reifler. Reifler working back to DiMartino, it looks like, on the far side. Danae DiMartino has now had at least a point in 50 consecutive games as that ball is loose. And as we said, Johns Hopkins monsters on the ground, and they pick up another one there with Kennel. Able to grab that one. As we said, Danae DiMartino now has a point in 50 consecutive games. She now has a goal in 42 straight games. And now a false start is going to be called. Coach Spolino wants the ball back. As the referees talked to, it was a miscommunication between the officials, and now the clock's going to halt. A point in 50 straight games, a goal in 42 straight. That lands her on the Tewaaraton watch list. Haley Schweitzer now has a point and a goal in 3 consecutive games. So those streaks stay alive as Johns Hopkins will pull the ball back out here. As Johns Hopkins will set things back up on the near side. The third longest point streak in school history, and DiMartino's goal streak is the longest in school history. It's now up to 42 games. She's going to look to make it multi-goal game here. As working into the middle was DiMartino. Couldn't get the shot away, but an offensive foul is going to be called on Danae DiMartino. So now Stony Brook gets the stop they wanted. They get the turnover they wanted. And Stony Brook will start just outside the free position area with Jess Volpe. Volpe fakes a pass, looks to split, has the ball knocked away, foul called. And Volpe will restart things here with 17:45 to go. Stony Brook looking for their first goal of the afternoon. This stop and start, the fouls, and another one called. But the stop and start really favoring Johns Hopkins a little bit here. They don't want this Stony Brook team to be able to get out in transition, to be able to play fast. You saw multiple times yesterday against New Hampshire when this team, when they got out on the break, they were able to score and score very, very quickly. Another foul there. And now the referee's going to settle things down a little bit, as it was George called for that one. They're going to stop the clock as the referee had to reset play. DeSalvo's looking right into the middle for Kristen Uvoli. Found her. Uvoli couldn't handle the pass, though, was able to pick up the loose ball. So Stony Brook able to kind of settle their first really settled attack here in a while. As Van Dyke has it, she charges down their right-hand side. Dorian looking for an open shooting lane, found one. It goes high and out of bounds, and Randful wasn't closest. They're going to give it to Johns Hopkins. The first missed shot on the cage here this afternoon comes from Dorian Van Dyke. It was number 23, Maddie Bodden, who was closest to the ball. Not Taylor Randful, but Dorian Van Dyke able to come away with it. Up ahead, Kylie Ohlmiller in a one-on-one situation. Kylie dodges, shoots off the crossbar. Van Dyke, the rebound. She is denied by Federico. But a whistle has been blown. The referee's going to set things up. It looks like it might be free position. And it is for Dorian Van Dyke, dead center. Can Dorian get the Seawolves on the board? Pass. Murphy. No, it's wide, but Randful will have it. Not too many times you see Courtney Murphy miss point blank. That is the pressure that Johns Hopkins is putting on her in the early going. And we're almost halfway home in the first half. Stony Brook hasn't scored yet. Kylie Ohlmiller looking to the middle. Passes back to the freshman Mackenzie Burns to Van Dyke. Dorian fakes a rip, but a foul is going to be called, and Danae DiMartino not happy with that whistle.